you don't like talking about money, click away because this video is not for you. If you're nosy though and want to know how much I made my first monetized year on my YouTube channel with a hiking account, then stick around because I'm going to tell you. And by the way, to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers and more than 4,000 hours of watch time. So generally, you don't get monetized as soon as you start your channel. It took me about 9.5 months after I started my channel to get monetized. So in the range that I'm showing you, I got monetized when I had about 1,500 or 1,600 subscribers, and now I have about 4,000 subscribers. I know this isn't my usual hiking content, but I do think that it relates because, well, first of all, I have a hiking channel. And second of all, I'm using my channel to, in part, fund my adventures. I work at a nonprofit. I have student loans out the wazoo. I'm not independently wealthy, unfortunately. So I gotta fund my adventures somehow. And this YouTube channel is helping me a little bit. I'm always curious about this. Like, I started my YouTube channel at the end of March 2021. So I'm coming up on the 2-year mark for my channel. And when I first started my channel, I loved watching these types of videos of how much I made in my first YouTube paycheck, which, by the way, I have one of those videos from last year. If you're interested, check it out. And how much I made my first year on YouTube, etc. I was always really curious about that, and I love when people are transparent about things like that. So I just decided that since I have watched a lot of those videos, I shouldn't just be a consumer, I should be a creator as well and actually be transparent and share what I'm making myself. So let's get into it. I'm gonna show you which of my videos were the most monetarily successful, what months I did better than others, where the money was coming from, all that good stuff. And by the way, I'm not making this video to be like, ooh, look how much money I made. I just think that a lot of people going into YouTube want to be able to make some money off of it. So I just want to be open about what I've made my first year and what is probably typical and possible. You're definitely not gonna get rich off of YouTube unless you like go crazy viral or something in your first couple of years, at least in my experience. So anyway, I just want to put that disclaimer out there so you guys know I'm not just being like, oh, look at me, I made a lot of money. I didn't make a lot of money, but you know what I mean. Okay, so to show you my analytics, I'm opening up the YouTube studio and I'm gonna show you what it says in there. By the way, if you hear snoring behind me, I apologize. I'm dog sitting Claude the St. Bernard, and he loves to be super close to me, and he's very snoozy. This sweet buddy has been snoring away while I've been making this video. Okay, so let's get into the YouTube studio, and that's where we'll be able to see all of our analytics for the past year. From the channel dashboard, I'm gonna go over to the left and click on the Analytics tab. Once we're in the analytics, we can look at our overview, content, audience, revenue, research, and I'm actually gonna go do a custom range for all these analytics and put in the first day that I was monetized, which was January 12th, 2022, up until 1 year later, January 11th, 2023. And from here, we'll be able to see all of the views and how much money I made and all that good stuff. So if you just want the number, there it is. In my first year monetized on YouTube, I made $1,040.70, and I had 458,000 views and 15.3 thousand watch hours, and I gained 2,400 subscribers. Now let's take a look at the videos where I had the most views for the past year. Taking a look at these, you'll notice that the vast majority of them are YouTube Shorts. And you don't make money on YouTube Shorts, but that is changing in February of 2023. You'll be able to make ad revenue on Shorts, which is pretty cool. A couple of important numbers here are the CPM, and that stands for cost per mille. And that's how much advertisers are paying per 1,000 views on your videos. As a creator, you get 55% of this, which is the RPM or revenue per mille, which is how much money you've earned per 1,000 views, basically. So from here, let's take a look at how much I made per month and my top earning videos and talk through that stuff a little bit. So here on the left, you'll see how much I made per month. Some months are definitely better than others. And you'll see some of the better months I was on the Colorado Trail or posting all my Colorado Trail videos. So I was just generally posting a lot more videos, and I think people were more engaged with that because it was a journey in the moment. And then if you take a look on the right here, this is my top earning content for the past year. So let's talk about those top earning videos. And something to note about the top earning videos is you'll notice that not all videos are created equally in terms of ad revenue. And something interesting also is that some videos don't do well right away. They end up shooting up way later. So my number one top earning video is Lost on the Appalachian Trail, the story of Geraldine Largay. And you'll notice the CPM for that is $13.87, which is definitely higher on some of the other videos. I posted this video last December and it didn't do that well immediately, but had a couple of spikes later on. So in total on that video, I made $88.87. On the next video, avoid these 6 common beginner mistakes that Appalachian Trail backpackers make. You'll notice that the CPM is lower for that. It's only like $10, and I made about $42 on that. And then number 3, Colorado Trail 2022. You'll see the CPM on that was actually quite high, $23.79. And I made $7 in super thanks on that video. I had way fewer views on the number 3 video versus the number 2 video, but the CPM was a lot higher on the number 3 video, so I still made a decent chunk of money compared to number 2, even though the views were lower. And then the number 4 video was 6 mistakes I made while hiking the Appalachian Trail, which I made $34.87 on that. And then the CPM is lower than the last video, but still pretty good, $15.10. And then the number 5 video, if I was hiking the Appalachian Trail this year, here are the things I would be doing now. So most of my most popular videos are about the AT, except for that one outlier Colorado Trail video. But I wanted to show you the analytics on this Lost on the AT video, just to show that like I posted this video last December, and it didn't do that well, but then there were several spikes throughout the year where I had my most successful days in terms of ad revenue. But even still, I'm only making my best days like $2 a day on a certain video. So it's not like like crazy great days or anything, but it's just interesting that that happened throughout the year versus this number 2 video. It did well right when I posted it. And then basically nothing has happened with this video the whole rest of the year. So this kind of has to do with the ways that people are finding your video, whether it's through search-based content, which is the case with the Lost on the Appalachian Trail video, or versus whether, if it's your subscribers, they'll see it right away. And then the Colorado Trail 2022 video, I just had like 2 spikes at the beginning, but this video is still fairly new. I just posted this one in October, so who knows what it's going to do, in the months and years to come. Like, who knows? This one could end up having a spike later on. We don't know what's going to happen. The YouTube algorithm definitely keeps you on your toes. And you just never know what video is going to do well and what's not going to do well. So it's a mystery. It's a surprise. But let's go look at the months now and check out which months I made more money than others. So I got to put that custom range back in. I don't know why it makes you put it in again, but it does. So here we go. It'll be interesting to look at these numbers again a year from now to see if I'm seeing any patterns. Since this is my first year, I don't know if, the same kinds of things that happened this year are going to happen next year. We'll see. But you can just take a look at all of these months and see what I made each month. Generally, as you'd expect, I made less money in months that I tend to be posting less most of the time. But in the summer months, like June and July especially, I was posting a ton and not really making much money. And I suspect that's because this is a hiking channel. People like to be outside. People like to be hiking. So they're not sitting on YouTube very much in the summer. That's my guess. And then I made a good amount of money in like August, September, October, November. And that's because I was posting a ton. I was posting all of my Colorado Trail through hike videos. So those got a lot of interest and I was just posting a ton. And then you can see here what I actually made the money on. So most of it was ad revenue, $906, but also some people sent me super thanks. So that was about $100, and then a little bit of YouTube premium money as well. And then as far as ads, you can see on the right-hand side which types of ads made the money. And by the way, for anyone who sent me super thanks, it means the world to me. Thank you so much for helping to support my channel and my adventures. Like, it is so appreciated. So I forgot to mention as I was going through the analytics, I just wanted to point out that the best month I had was about $135. And that was while I was posting my Colorado Trail videos. And part of the reason for that was the views. I was just posting a ton of videos. And then another reason for that was that I was given some super thanks from people. So that spiked up my income for that certain month. So there you go. That's how much money I made on YouTube in my first year monetized. And it's pretty cool because it paid for like half of my Colorado Trail through hike, which is pretty awesome. I'm hoping to do the John Muir Trail this summer, which is gonna be more expensive than the Colorado Trail, even though it's shorter because the logistics are just more complicated. And I'm gonna have to fly to Reno in order to hike it. And I think it's gonna be more expensive than the Colorado Trail, but we'll see. All said and done. But anyway, hopefully my channel will help me pay for that this year. We'll see, fingers crossed. Thank you so much, you guys, because if you weren't here, if you didn't watch my channel, if you didn't send super thanks, like I wouldn't be making any money. So even just by watching my videos, you're helping to, in a small way, fund my adventures. So I really appreciate that. And obviously I'm not just doing this channel for money, because if I was, I probably would have stopped a long time ago. Like I really love the outdoors and nature and sharing it with other people. And when I'm planning hikes and things, YouTube has been a big resource for me. So it's a small way for me to give back to the trail community as well. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I hope that you'll continue along in the journey in 2023. I can't wait to share all my hikes from this year with you guys. And just thanks for being here and being supportive. I really, really appreciate all of you guys. All right, well, until next time, I'll talk to you later. See ya.